What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nobody's Favorite Podcast, man. Today we got my boy Ricky in the building, man. What's going on, Rick? How you
How we
doing today,
doing,
man?
baby? How we doing?
We good, man. We good, man. And we actually have one of Ricky's boys. He brought a friend with him today. I'm meeting for the first time. You guys meeting for the first time. This is the guy Hamlet, man. Say what's up to the people, Hamlet.
What's going on? Thank you for having me on today.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. We glad to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, we glad to have you guys, man. So what's up, man? Let the people know a little bit about you. Let's start with Ricky, man. What's going on with you, Rick? What you been having going on lately, man? So what's going on in your
Ain't
life?
shit, man. I just started a new job recently, right before Christmas and shit. I'm living out here in PA. I'm 35. Yeah, I just turned 35. What, 2 weeks ago?
Nice, happy belated,
You
bro.
know. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Mid-30s, man. Felt it in my knees when I woke up.
Bro, I'm
Felt it
feeling
in
it
my
in my
knees,
knees right
man.
now. I think I got water on the knee,
You know
bro. Shit
what I'm saying?
crazy,
Yo, it's next level, man. Just 12 hours, you feel a whole difference in your life,
bro.
But
This
nah,
shit
man,
ain't no
I'm
joke.
blessed. I'm blessed, man. Raising 3 girls.
Beautiful.
My oldest had a basketball game today. So we was out there earlier today. Regular shit, man. Just trying to maintain, stay on top, be positive, and live every day, one day at a time. You know how it go.
Hell yeah, bro.
Uh-huh.
That's all any of us could do, man. That's all we out here trying to do, man. Just be positive, stay positive, live one day at a time, take care of our kids. We got them, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What about you?
Tread water, man.
That's it, bro. Maintain, man. What's up with you, Hamlet? What you got going on, bro?
So I'm Hamlet, just 31 years old. Grew up with this guy down, Ricky. Currently working at Weill Cornell. But also work on a suicide prevention foundation called Bats for Baretto.
Nice.
It's just a foundation, like I said, for suicide prevention. Our main goal is just to connect people and resources, and we hold an annual softball tournament every year. Rick also is involved in it. He was actually on the planning committee for the past 2 years. So if we can give a hand clap for that guy, because
nice,
that guy put in
absolutely,
work for
absolutely.
it.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man.
But that is what kind of the foundation is about. Is just you see the
dope,
people
man.
that are involved, and that's the kind of thing that unites us, is just to do something that's above us, and that's kind of.
So if you don't mind, can we go into that a little bit?
Of course.
Yeah. So I've had some friends, recently, that, like, a couple of friends that have been dealing with having like harmful, like self-harm thoughts and suicidal thoughts, and they've been going through some rough patches in life and
suicidal ideations.
Yeah, like a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. And it's like, and these are really close friends of mine. So I'm not heavy into it, but like I try to be in the church, and I'm a Christian. I try to God first, and I try to give them from my standpoint and show them a couple pastors that I know of, a couple things they said on it. But if you can honestly give any advice or share resources with people who are going through things like that might be listening, that would be great. Like a website or social media or anything that you can, any kind of resource that you can provide to anybody.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, you have a new number that was stood up recently. I don't remember when it was set up, but there's always 988. 988 is where you can call if you're having, suicidal ideations, or if you're feeling any of those symptoms. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Full disclosure, I'm somebody that, sometimes deals with those kind of thoughts and those kind of things, but it is what it is. But I think you kind of touched on it, and to kind of answer your question, I guess, too, is you kind of find what works for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Some people are a little more spiritual. They'll look for God, you know what I mean? Or get more in touch with earth, or ayahuasca, if you will. Not something I've personally done, but it just depends on what the person is and what your intent is on, your healing journey, and just your intentionality with it. I mean, ugly shows up in different various forms, but it's just, how you kind of deal with those things and how you kind of move through them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And But to help a friend is just also, one of my favorite sayings is listening to understand and not so much to reply.
Yeah.
So when you think from that perspective, then you start to kind of, take in feedback and give out constructive criticism, and you know that it's from a good place.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually looking into starting like a nonprofit, because I'm really into like preventing sex trafficking. Like I'm a big advocate for anti-sex trafficking and anti-homelessness, because homelessness leads to a lot of people being sex trafficked. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and a lot of people kill themselves because of that situation that they're in. Like that coincides with each other. A lot of people have these suicidal thoughts because they're in those situations. So that's something that really touched. Yeah, you get
Can't live with
traumatized,
themselves
man.
no more.
Yeah, man, you get
Yeah, they
traumatized.
feel
You
like
feel
they're
like
not worthy no
nobody's
more.
gonna accept you. Yep, you feel like you're not worthy. These are these are thoughts that people have, and it's damaging to themselves, to their families, to the communities that they're in. It's the
But
kids that
then
they have in
too,
them.
it's fucked up that they in a society to where they don't feel comfortable to be able to express or talk to, or even like more than likely people that kill themselves, their friends or close ones had no idea. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like more than likely, nobody knows what the tough times of a person has, and I think that starts off with like society and the people around you to have that comfortability. Granted, it ain't always going to work, but I mean, we can always try to make it easier on people to want to talk, find out what's going on, get the root of the problem, face that adversity, that challenge, to
Yeah.
do better and want better for yourself, and understand that you do have a problem, or this is a problem. This is not normal, or this is not normal for you because of what you've been through. Nobody should have to feel that they need to go through this because of what happened to them or what somebody done to them. I
Yeah.
think that's where
Yeah.
the kickoff is starting to, where people don't understand, like, you, you don't judge a book by its cover because you don't know what's in it. All the juicy parts is in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
that's a
to start
fact.
off
That's a
with
fact.
the best stuff. You got to more look into it and want to dig deep and find out and know the purpose or point of a person and why and where they come from to why they feel and be who they are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
If I may add too, I
yeah,
think
absolutely.
there's, especially with somebody who deals with any sort of traumatic experience, you move through the feelings of guilt, shame, and regret. And those are very difficult to traverse, especially if, dealing with whatever adversity or grief that you're dealing with in that present moment. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but I think when you think of it from that perspective, then like how do you guide and how do you help somebody? You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
super hard, especially like thinking about it. Like, how do these people feel like just, I mean, I've been there before. I've been there where I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm tired of this shit. Nothing's going right. Clearly, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I just thought that it was me. I'm the fuck up. I'm the problem. And to a certain degree, it was. A lot of it was my decision making. The choices that I was making were making me feel that way, putting me in bad positions. But I had to realize, like, I can't make a permanent decision off of temporary problems. Like it was
Yeah.
rough. It was very hard for me to come to that, to grips with that. Like, I was in a homeless shelter. Like, I had a shitty girlfriend. Like, it was rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but then I just had to realize, like, I got my mom, I got kids, I have friends who actually do care about me. I do have my own community of people that this would devastate if I did something like this. So I definitely had to realize I couldn't be making these permanent decisions for these temporary problems, because it just wasn't going to be beneficial to anybody involved. Yeah, man. Oh man, yeah. So that's we started off a little deep. That's all right though. That's all right, man. That's all right. That's how
We jump right in there, baby.
we jump right. We jump. Hey, man, we jump right in, man. That's what this is about, man.
Yeah.
Going to a side note, man. What you guys had? What have you guys been doing today? I know you were over there watching the game, Hamlet. What game you over there watching?
I'm over here watching the 49ers right now, and unfortunately, we're losing. So I'm sure if I open up our group chat,
I mean, them
we're not gonna
cheeseheads,
have some
man.
favorable words.
They on
Them
that ass
cheeseheads
right
right now,
now.
they're killing. Yeah, but the thing
It's
is,
close. It's
you know,
close.
we talked
It's
about this too, Rick. Is just they got Aaron Jones back fully healthy, and I know he was my second round pick in fantasy this year, and he wasn't working out for me too well in the first half of the season, but I know in the latter half of the season he's been absolutely balling for them, and it's shown obviously all the way through. With Jordan Love looking amazing. You know what I mean? But it all starts from a good running game, and Aaron Jones has definitely provided that, and definitely took me from 10th place to about 8th place in my fantasy league, and avoided my,
Boy, that last place.
whatever you have to do for last place.
Yeah, avoided that.
You ain't
That's what
gotta
you need to avoid.
You ain't got to tell me, man. He scored 2 touchdowns all year. He scored 2 touchdowns last week against the Cowboys. So, I
Three,
understand where you're coming from.
three,
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 actually. Yeah. So
three.
thanks for the
Wally.
extra butter. Thanks for the extra butter. We always can use extra butter. But
Right.
yeah, he stuck it to the Cowboys as a Cowboys fan. Another year out.
I
Another
mean,
tough season. Another.
at least you guys are making it. I'm a Jets fan, man. So
Okay.
You're loyal.
I'm loyal, bro.
Yo,
I'm loyal, bro. Like,
yes.
and
He's
I'm real
sticking
loyal
out.
because we paid
You
fucking
loyal.
Aaron Rodgers $1 million for every second he was on the field. It was crazy. He was out there for a minute and a half.
Fourth play of the game for that to happen,
Bro.
that is just.
Y'all could have kept him in Green Bay. They could have kept him right over there. They could have kept him in Green
God.
Bay. He might have. You guys might have had a chance tonight if he stayed over there.
I mean, that's not fair to say because I mean, if y'all had Aaron Rodgers playing all year,
Bro,
yeah,
I
probably,
wish, man.
y'all would have been in the Miami Dolphins spot for sure.
Definitely. Okay, we got the defense. The defense is there.
Yeah.
So we just
yeah,
need
hell yeah.
You
Without
guys go 7-10. You guys went 7-10 this year with
fucking
Trevor
Zach Wilson.
Simeon, Zach Wilson, and you can only imagine.
Yeah. It would have been a whole. We might have been like the most improved team in NFL history, man. From one season to the next, if we would have kept Aaron Rodgers.
But even with that, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, you see how that reflected with even the Dolphins is just because they were under 500 against teams that were plus 500.
I gotta also attribute that to
You know what I
Tua
mean? So
staying
they
healthy
lost,
this year.
any team that they versed that had a winning record lost every single time.
Yeah,
And it's like you were kind of a fraud the whole year, but it was kind of like written. It was written.
I mean, Miami, they had Tua healthy all year, something they didn't have before. You know what I mean? He's been playing. He
definitely stuck it out this year.
Yeah, it was looking scary for him last year, man. Like a couple more hits and he might be gone. You know what I mean? Like it was.
For good.
That shit
They was talking about early retirement
dangerous.
for that guy.
Yeah, that shit was looking dangerous. But he stepped it up. You know what I mean? They look what they did. They made it real far. Man. Couple and at some ends of errors in the NFL, man. Got Belichick, he's gone.
Yeah. I wonder where he gonna land. They talk about he might be landing in Atlanta ATL.
That would
I
be
know he had 2 interviews over there.
that'd be
I
interesting.
see the Raiders got their vacancy filled.
I mean,
Yeah.
what you think's gonna happen with the Steelers? They gonna keep Tomlin?
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah. They talk about they may replace him.
I think a very underrated move. And I mean, we could agree or disagree right now. I would love to hear it. I think somehow Kirk Cousins finds his way to the Steelers, and I think that makes the Steelers a favorite. Because I mean, besides the primetime games, you know what I mean. The Vikings have always had a good defense, but the Steelers.
Kirk Cousins is one of those quarterbacks, man.
They just need they're a quarterback away. I mean, even in a tough AFC North, they're still a quarterback away because of that defense. And because they have George Pickens, they have Deontay Johnson, they have,
Kirk Cousins is one of those
Najee
quarterbacks.
Harris.
You either love him or you hate him, bro. Like he's I don't think there's anybody in between with Kirk, man. Like
Yeah, he
you either
definitely
really
paid,
like him
though.
or you can't stand
paid.
him. But paid.
He was the first one with a guaranteed, right? With a fully guaranteed.
Bro.
Something like that, yeah.
One of the
He
Because
was
first, if
first
not
he
the
one was
played off
first.
fully
like,
guaranteed.
but no, you know what it was? He played like 2 years or 3 years in a row off of a franchise tag. And once you play off 1 year, that shit multiplies by like 100 or 200% or something like that. Some astronomical number, and the next rate goes higher.
The next
And
was like
he
max,
got
right?
paid. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Like it was times the max of what the highest quarterback
It's
average I
crazy.
think was.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he made out, man. But he bet on himself to stay healthy and play. But
At that
now he's in a
age
little
too.
pickle now. I think he's a free agent now, or going to be a free agent with
Who,
this
Kirko?
injury. Yeah,
I think so. Hold on. Is he unrestricted or restricted?
I will believe he's unrestricted.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
He might
he's going to
have
be free game.
he might have a pick of where he want to go at
It is
that
Kirk
point.
Cut. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yep.
somebody's going to pick his ass up.
Yep. He's
Somebody's
gone.
definitely
Yo,
going to pick
I'm
him up.
telling you, the Steelers. I think that's where he's gonna go, and Mike Tomlin will come back. Of course, I don't think Mike Tomlin goes anywhere because you won 10 games with with what you had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't
him.
great.
And I mean, there's another coach too that I would want to bring up since we're talking about coaches is just Mike Vrabel he just got fired from the Tennessee Titans,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yep.
Very good coach, and it's crazy how 2022 season they lost AJ Brown, right? They still do decent. So a good indicator too is that actually he has since 2018 he has a winning record against NFC teams. And you can take that with a grain of salt because things change, right? But that's a good indicator, and especially against the NFC East, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think if he went to the Chargers, you're possibly looking at a dynasty because he'll be able to build around that team, and you have Justin Herbert. Oof, that's
I
dangerous.
think that's out the
I mean,
window, though. I think
he's scheduled
Harbaugh
to
getting that.
Vrabel's scheduled to interview with the Falcons in a couple days.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the Falcons,
Yeah.
that's
He's scheduled to
dangerous.
interview with the
Because,
Falcons.
and I just hit on
announced that
I
today.
needed that. George Kittle just scored a touchdown.
Nice. Kittle's a beast, bro.
Sorry.
You had to be.
Kittle's a beast. But yeah, Vrabel's scheduled to be talking with the Falcons.
I think another underrated move that could possibly happen and is Justin Fields to the Falcons. And if that happens with Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake London,
Check this domino effect. Caleb Williams, which was supposed to be the number one pick, which the Bears have, his offensive coordinator from college just now interviewed for the offensive coordinator position for the Bears. So that could possibly, if he gets that job, Caleb Williams go to the Bears.
That's chemistry
Fields
already.
gets shipped. Because remember,
can you
Caleb
honestly,
Williams don't even want to
I
play
have
with
a
the
question.
Bears.
I have a question. Can you really honestly blame the Bears if they wanted to trade Justin Fields? Because you restart the rookie contract, right?
Okay.
Because he's going into this was his third year, so he'll be going into his fourth year. So if he's good next year, right, and if you don't believe it, then which I don't think, if Justin Fields were to have an MVP season next year for the Bears, as he was supposed to, I guess, this year, I think he still did decent. He just got hurt. And, I mean, the Bears are just bad at just being...
I don't think he got a good coach. I don't think he got
I just think they're just not good at being a football team, but that's just a whole nother conversation. I don't think they want to build around him because they know they'll have to pay him if he actually becomes something. And if he becomes what he's supposed to truly become, right? You got to pay him at that point, especially if you're paying Daniel Jones $40 million.
So I don't know how.
Daniel Jones, $40 million. That's
Drop
crazy.
him real quick,
That's
but it's
crazy.
like, yeah, I don't mean to name, but like, come on, like,
40
you're paying
million.
Daniel Jones $40 million, and you're telling me if Justin
That's
Fields doesn't
buku.
go out there, especially if you give him the weapons that are on at the Atlanta Falcons, I can rest assured I think the NFC South is going to be in some trouble.
And if they looking for coaching,
You know what I mean?
coaching change, I mean, they got a whole new scheme over there going on. I mean, what do you think?
Mhm.
All right, so what do you think about the Seahawks? What's going on with their coaching moves?
That's
I'm
I
telling
haven't
you,
heard
yeah.
nothing.
I think it's just all predicated. I mean, the big dominoes first are obviously going to be Bill Belichick and Mike Vrabel. I think those are the two biggest fish in the room. As in any offseason in any sport that you always see, like
Yo,
the top of the top list players, like you got to wait for them to move first and see what their contracts are
I
like.
see Vrabel going to the
You know what I mean?
Seahawks. Because
So
why the hell
Do
would you
you?
get rid of Pete Carroll? Get rid of Pete Carroll to get Bill Belichick.
I don't
Like
know.
that
So
that
I'm looking
change
at
don't really.
I'm looking at some things, right? I'm looking at some words around the news wires and shit, and they talking that the
Mhm.
Seahawks is looking at Dan Quinn off the Cowboys, the
Take
defensive
his ass.
coordinator.
Take his ass.
Frank Smith, the Dolphins offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick. Who else?
Bobby Slowick?
Yeah, they putting his name in there. Raheem Morris from the Rams, defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah, I got ties to Raheem. Hopefully he gets the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played for the same Pop Warner team I played for back in Irvington, New Jersey.
Nice.
I met him a couple times. Met his guy. I recently just seen him maybe like 5 months ago. I seen Raheem Morris. We was all at a funeral for the guy of the founder of the Pop Warner team we played on. So we was just there to see him. He gave a speech and everything, and it was pretty dope to see him. He had like, I don't know if it's agents or bodyguards, but he had some extra people over there with him, suited up and shit.
Nice.
But it was nice to see him and everything. See him come back to the hometown or whatever.
Yeah, sweet. That's always good to see, man. It's always good to see. There's a lot of moves going on in sports right now, man. There's a lot of new shit happening. A lot of people moving around, man. It's hard.
Even in basketball, you see that fucking Siakam trade?
Yo, we want to talk
3
basketball.
first-round picks.
I'm finally able to talk good about my team. The Knicks are finally
Hey,
a
boy.
chat-worthy team.
Give him a hand clap for that one. Give him a hand clap for that one.
Yeah. Hold on,
Give it to us, baby.
let's
Give
get
it
a
to
little.
us.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to drop one of Clue's bombs for that one.
Fuck.
Let that play.
You got to drop one of
finally.
Clue's bombs for that one.
Shit. Yeah. I think
Yo,
it's smoke sound
finally.
effects.
Irrelevant, man. We're definitely
Bro.
relevant now, man.
Dude, thank
We
Do you
definitely can
think
use
it's just going to
another
be a
move,
semis
though.
run?
thank the draft gods for who we've been getting, bro. Like, we've been getting some good picks. You know what I mean? Thank goodness for Jalen Brunson.
So,
Bro.
glad we all Knicks fans. Question. Would
Well,
you
I'm a
have...
Knicks fan, but it's
You
okay.
see how we traded R.J. Barrett just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they should have got rid of him back when they wanted to get Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we held on. He holding on to him for so long dropped his value. We could have got more for him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So you would have rather Donovan Mitchell?
Hell yeah.
Because you wouldn't have Bronson.
The Brunson?
I don't think you would have Bronson if you got Donovan Mitchell with the R.J. Barrett trade and all
Well,
that.
what's his contract? He's like what, 120?
Who?
Brunson?
Brunson?
Yeah.
I don't
Let's
think
see.
did he resign?
I don't
I'm
think
not
he's
sure.
a max. He's not a max. I don't
No,
think.
hell no, he's not a
So
max.
it's just that would just
Four-
depend on the
4 year,
contract.
104
But
million.
they play the same position too.
He got 4
No,
years,
that's cheap.
104.
4 years, 104 million. But what year is he on his contract?
3, 2 or 3, right? Yeah.
So he's gonna be looking to get paid
I
next
think
year.
honestly, I think not problem. I mean, RJ Barrett wasn't. He was a good ball player.
Oh
You know what I
no,
mean? And
He
would trash me. Let's be real. But my thing
But he was
is,
supposed to be a star, though. He was supposed to be somebody you can lean on. He
I
was
think
supposed to be
the
like a bucket or the defender. He
York-
was supposed to be somebody.
he's in the
right,
second
New
year of his
York is New
contract.
York.
He signed this shit in the middle of
That's even
in the
better.
middle of 2022. Jesus Christ.
I think.
So technically, what, Dallas gave him that contract then?
So he
But I
signed a
think
new one. He did 4 years in Dallas, and he came over and signed a new 4-year contract with New York in 22.
Okay, that's good then. We good.
Yeah.
I
So
think
we ain't gotta
Randall's the
pay him
problem.
yet. Who you telling? He got to go. See you later, buddy.
I'm a Randall
Yo, did he
fan,
need
bro.
help packing?
He helped us before we got Brunson. He was the start of us coming back from obscurity, man. Like
I hear you.
short
But
hair Randall, he was
he's
killing
a
it, bro.
head case now. He's a head case now, man.
He plays in
Like
New York. Who doesn't become a head case?
And I was just going to say that about RJ Barrett. I feel like the spotlight just got a little too bright for him.
That's how it is in New
You
York.
got Randall chucking up threes when he should be putting his head
Exactly,
down and going
like
to the
just
basket.
chucking up bullshit. Chucking up bullshit.
But I like what Thibodeau has done though, because
I
he's
mean, you
brought in a
you
Josh
going to
Hart.
score 30 if you chuck up 50 bullshits.
Tibbs, man, best coach we
And
had since
Tibbs got
Jeff
to get a
Van
little
Gundy.
younger, man. He can't be so stubborn. Tibbs can't be so stubborn.
You gotta
either.
earn your spot on the court
You
with
got to get
Tibbs,
a little
bro.
bit more over.
Like you gotta earn your spot on the court with him.
I get that.
That's why I'm saying like, well,
you can lose. You should be able to
now
lose
the
a
Knicks
spot
have-
too on the
Yeah,
fucking
it's
court.
true. It's true.
Right.
He giving niggas tenure on the
Now
court,
the
bro.
Knicks have- the Knicks have
yo,
OG
Quigley.
Anunoby now. You know what I mean? They have OG Anunoby.
You know
Bro.
how many 4 shots Quigley used
They
to
had
put
to give
up?
up Emmanuel quickly for it. I'm sure Tibbs didn't want to give him up because he was giving the effort.
I wasn't
I'm glad
mad.
he got rid of him.
Yo, I wasn't mad. Like I was a fan. I was a super fan when we had Bobby Portis, Julius Randle, we got with Robinson. Like we had big men in the paint that was fucking shit up, boy. Fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what started us on this road, man. That's what started us where we at now. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of Kevin Knox. I don't like him. I don't like
He was garbage, but
I don't like
you know
that
what
guy,
it was?
bro.
He had that size. He had the
Alfred Payton.
size, the type,
Just
but
straight
he
give
just
buckets, no
I guess he
assists.
wasn't practicing. I guess he wasn't in the gym, Like,
Yo.
because he had the size of his body. He was doing it at Kentucky, but he got to the league and just faded the fuck out.
You know who else
His
faded the fuck
shadow
out?
went from him.
You know who else I was really hoping
Yeah.
would do something, and then we had to get rid of him? Fucking Obi Toppin, bro. I was hoping Obi was gonna be something,
I read a
bro.
report. They were getting rid of guys
Toppin-
like RJ Barrett and Obi Toppin because they were soft. They weren't fitting the Thibodeau ball.
Like
He
Creighton
likes to play
Obi was
defense
a
that we just
dunker,
mentioned.
and he wasn't doing shit.
And he's shooting threes now.
Yeah,
You see him?
now he took a fucking
Everybody that leaves
182,000
New
of them shits in New York.
Halliburton's diming them up.
Everybody leaves New York, fucking go and thrive.
It's
You want to start your career over? Go to New York and leave.
Yo, that might be a fact. That might be a fact. New York is the artist,
Everybody that
the
comes to New York and
rejuvenator.
leave. Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is.
Nobody-
It's the
yeah.
New York water.
I don't know, man.
don't know, the scenery,
I think Melo was at his best in New York. I think Melo was
Yo,
at his
I
best.
love
in New York.
Melo in New York, man.
Hoodie Melo,
Yeah.
bro. I think Melo was at his best in New York.
But he
couldn't
grew up
believe-
here. He watched Derek Jeter. Like, he went to the school of public relations that is Derek Jeter. He was a masterclass with the New York media. And if you can't handle the New York media, you're going to get eaten alive.
Hell yeah.
I look at our Yankees team right now and the free agents that we signed. That's the first question I ask is, okay, but can this guy handle the media?
Them Yankees.
Yeah,
Garrett
that's
Cole,
the
I
thing.
wasn't afraid of that. I was like, oh, we want to give him a 9-year, $324 million contract? Absolutely. Why? Because he knows what the business is. You know what I mean? Some guys, they can't handle it. And it's just an unfortunate reality.
Yo.
It's a real thing, man. It's a real
It
thing.
is.
You think it's
It
a
is.
joke, but they think, oh yeah, I did this. I've been doing this for a long time. It's a different world, man. It's a different atmosphere. Just from the fans alone. We ain't even talking media. We could just start with the fans that you got to walk into the building every day and walk past, or you got to go to the store every day, because they gonna see you and find you no matter what you do, and they gonna give it to you and tell you how they feel no matter what the circumstances is. Your mother could have died 2 hours ago. If you walk into the bodega and them motherfuckers there, you had a shitty game last night, you gonna walk out that bitch crying.
You ain't even gotta walk out your
Because
house.
they gonna
You
give
go
it
on
to you.
social media
Yo.
and these motherfuckers in your ass.
Darn.
Right now.
pick up your
of course,
phone.
now. Back in the day, you were on the New York Post, New York Daily News.
Yo, you were everywhere, plastered.
Yes
All-
Network, Mike and the Mad Dog.
bro,
Yeah,
bro. Like
exactly. You'll
nowadays, they
make it
feel
to the
like since
West
they
Coast
paying you,
papers.
they feel like we
Right.
paying you all this money. You need to do whatever we do. It's a slave game. Like they gave Yamamoto what 325 million for 12 years,
I don't like it.
bro.
Yo,
325.
nah. What about if we
I don't
talking
like it.
contracts in baseball? Otani, what he got?
I,
900
I don't
mil or
like it.
something like?
I don't
How
like
much
it.
he get?
Seven
And then
700
he
mil.
def-
700.
I
and
mean,
then he def-
I'm not knocking the hustle.
then he
I don't,
deferred the shit. Deferred it so they
that's
can still
smart.
sign people now.
Hey, he's on that Bobby Bonilla time. He's still getting paid till 2035.
That's
Bro,
crazy, man. When I found that out, I was like, wow, what a genius.
these motherfuckers
What
is
a
just
genius.
throwing
For
money at
real.
these people, bro. Like throwing money at $700 million.
And the thing is 700 mil for hitting and pitching. It's like what?
That's pretty cheap.
I don't know if he's gonna be pitching that long. That's my problem.
That
So
show
then you
ain't gonna
paying 700
last.
million for him to be a DH.
That show
Yeah,
ain't
they
gonna
saying that he
last.
can't
With
even.
inflation and things of that nature, I'm sure the contract is probably gonna be obsolete at the. No, I don't even think that.
They saying he's not even pitching this year.
Yeah, because he's got it, and that, I mean that's why I don't even like the 325 for Yamamoto either, because it's like over there in Japan, those pitchers pitch weekly. They don't pitch every 5 days as they do here in America. That's big.
Yeah.
That's a big difference in conditioning. That's
Yeah,
how
they
you
do
get
what
ready.
they
How
do
you
in
get
America.
prepared.
182 games, right?
Endurance.
Say again?
It's 182 games in the season.
Oh, now
Right?
there's a
162.
162.
162.
Yeah, 162. Yeah,
He got
Crazy.
the 82 because it's 82 in basketball.
Yeah, 82 in basketball. Yeah.
but the
Yeah,
pitchers,
that's
like
I
I
do that
said,
all the time.
the pitchers in Japan they pitch every week. The pitchers in America they pitch every 5 days because it's a 5-man rotation. So the wear and tear is completely different. So that's why when a lot of Japanese players they come over here, they'll blow out. They'll have to get Tommy John or something like that. You know what I mean, or just some extensive surgeries because they're just not used to the wear and tear. And that's something I was glad that the Yankees were like, nope, we're not paying you more than Garrett Cole because of that.
Yeah.
Bro, they paid Garrett Cole $324 million. It's $1 million less for 9 years. So it's even. It's
How
even,
many years?
9 years. It's even worse breakdown. They paying him even
He's been
more.
worth it. Yeah.
I mean,
I think
the only question though when you sign people is going, are you gonna get anybody better, or who else you gonna get?
There's another
That's
kid.
the one big question too. You always got to propose when you pay somebody or keep somebody. It's like, are you gonna get any better?
And the beauty of
There's
another
baseball,
kid-
ain't no
there's
salary
another kid
cap. Give him
coming out of
$1 billion, right? Fuck it.
They all guaranteed too.
And I'm telling you, there's another kid that's coming out of Japan. His name's Roki Sasaki. You got to look him up. Yo, this kid is like 19 years old and he throws 103.
That's crazy.
Like, and he looks. You ever see like the
103.
inflatable arms,
Yeah.
like on the highways? He looks just like that. He's all arms and legs.
Oh, I'm looking at
And
him
just
right now.
103
Yeah.
right at you.
22. Sheesh.
22?
Yeah, 22, 6'4". Yeah, man.
Damn.
Oh, I said 19. I was an asshole.
I mean, that's still young as
Shit,
shit.
I mean, you probably heard about it when he was 19. Like shit.
That's still
That's
young
crazy.
as shit, bro. Oh man, it's crazy, man. Like sports is a foreign man's game. Is getting to be that point, man. Like all the best players are coming from foreign
The
countries
game has-
now.
It has evolutionized so well. We take this shit for granted so much.
They live that
like,
shit over
they've
there.
been practicing. Yeah, they've been practicing so much to catch up with us, so badly. We just be like, oh, I'm born with this, so I got this. They actually be sitting there. That's why you consider most people from somewhere else or foreigners like crafty, shifty, because they actually work on their craft or work on different angles or different things from a normal, typical American take for granted. Like, yo, I can just go put the ball in the bucket or dunk it. Where they looking at angles,
They break it
spins
down to
off
a
the
science.
ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly to every step. And why you think they call it the Euro step? You know what I mean? Like,
And they
so
make the
they
shit
even
look so
got their
effortless. Like you watch Luka play, it's like, how did you even make that shot, bro? Like, what the fuck?
It's finesse, man.
It's
finesse.
crazy.
They practice. It's more finesse than
skill. Skill.
physicality.
I got a question.
It's more of a
I got a
soft
question
touch.
for you.
What's up?
I got a question for y'all. Do you think that, and we could take sports as a whole, do you think sport, like the kids that are playing today, are way better skill wise than they were in yesteryears?
No, I think they just got more access and easy
I mean,
access.
I don't even want to say skill either. I truly think today's athlete, and as we keep moving forward, I mean, I'm gonna give you some few examples from across sports. I think athletes have gotten bigger, faster, and stronger. It's undeniable.
Yeah, I agree with you with
I
that.
agree with you with that. I think they've got
It's
bigger, faster, and stronger, but they've also gotten weaker. They don't want to get hit. They don't want to get bumped.
No,
None of that
not
shit.
weaker.
maybe up
Not
here.
weaker. It's not
There
weaker.
could be an
It's more of
argument for up here.
a
Yeah, yeah, I
mentality
think so.
But that's what I mean.
But
I
I
mean,
think
like,
as a
physicality
they have a
whole,
weaker
standpoint.
mindset. They don't
and
want to be as
definitely,
physical. They want to be big. They want to look big, but they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
play big.
They just
but I
want to
think,
shoot threes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody want to shoot threes, but
Yep.
like that's the way
I
the
think,
game changed. Everybody want to score touchdowns and do dances. Everybody want to throw the touchdowns. Nobody want to be a fucking traditional lineman no more.
Yeah.
Nobody want to be in the trenches,
We
the
look
dirty
at,
work. But when you find those gyms, that's what's the turning point. That
bro.
being
You
like on a
watch
team, like a Draymond Green, for instance, you're not finding those really no more.
funny
They
shit. You
coming out
mentioned
of the
that.
game because nobody want to be as a bad man. You know,
Everybody, and if you
you
watch a
need
game, you
those
watch games
bad
from the
men. You need
'90s.
them leaders.
You watch games from the '90s. That was normal. Kevin Garnett, Karl
Yeah.
Malone, Charles Barkley. This is how
Niggas
they
getting punched
played.
like,
Everybody was
yo,
Draymond Green
if
back
you
then,
listen, if you foul somebody, right, the ref blew the whistle, somebody else is gonna hit his ass too, because you can't call two fouls.
bro.
That's the
That's how
thought
it
process
was.
that they
That's
one,
have.
how it
You talk
was.
I
about.
do think it's mentality, right? Mentality. Things will change. I think the rules just don't allow, especially after Malice at the Palace. For example,
Yeah,
you can't have no wild shit like that. That was bad. Bad for
that shit was
TV.
funny.
I
But
remember that
like,
shit.
yo,
Right.
what do
I
you
remember
expect
watching that
though?
and I was Sports Center like, oh.
I remember being in the
But
hood
like,
because
what, like,
I'm from the same projects that Ron Artest is from. So I remember being in the hood and
Okay.
niggas was like, yo, you seen what Ron did last night? Like in school, like his family members that was still in the hood, like people talking about this shit, like, yo, you seen what Ron did? It was crazy, bro. It was
Right.
crazy. Insane.
nah, that shit is no joke. That was serious. I remember that vividly, man. Like, it was wild, but like, what do you expect? Like these guys. Well, athletes is just as human as anybody else. They got a temper and everything. They
Absolutely.
got a higher temper, more testosterone, everything flaring and going. It's a heated battle moment. I'm already dealing with this. And then let alone you do one of the most disrespectful things you could possibly do. Throw a drink on me and think you is gonna, smile and walk away. Like he
Nah,
was like,
man.
hell nah, I'm gonna show
Hell
you
no.
and we're gonna set the record straight.
Bro,
This
like
gonna be the last drink
at the end
ever
of the
get
day,
thrown on another
he's
basketball
a man
player.
at work having a bad day. Like imagine you at work having a bad day, somebody just come and throw a drink on you. Like you gonna be tight.
You
You
know what
gonna
I'm
fuck him up
saying?
too.
Just get yo, not even having a bad day. You gotta be in a good day. Somebody throw a
A
drink
drink
on you.
on you,
You
period. Like
gotta-
now you having a bad
I
day. No
mean,
matter
like,
how
come
your day
on.
was going,
Let
now it's a
alone
bad day.
let alone a beer, not even like water, a beer, and I'm already sweaty and shit. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, and then, but like, the homies even rolled up. Like, the homies
Yeah.
had his back. Like,
Yeah.
Steven Jackson was up in there. He talked about that on his podcast.
He was in
That
there
shit was
throwing up blood
hilarious, though.
signs, beating niggas up. Shit was
Yo, they
crazy.
they they, they was wilding, man. Remember, if you want to keep talking, remember the Knicks and Heat brawl. Next thing what is it? Jeff Van Gundy holding Alonzo Mourning leg,
Yo, that shit
getting
was
dragged.
mad funny, bro.
Like, come on, baby. Like, we talking classic here.
Like we could talk classics. Remember Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs Charlie Wall got into it. Popped him with the toothpiece.
Yeah.
Remember that?
They was straight
Yeah.
there throwing blows.
Yeah. Oh, we lost Hamlet. I don't know what happened. There you go. You back.
There you
Yeah,
go.
they was throwing blows, bro. That shit was crazy back then.
Yo, they got like 3 punches off each. They was like bang, bang, bang. Nah, that was that. They was shit. You can't even hang on the rim nowadays in the NBA. That's how soft they is. I seen Jason Tatum get a check last night. So yo, honestly, he came down the court fast. But he even had contact on it. Should have been an and 1, but he didn't. But the guy ran under him. He lifted his legs up, higher, hung on the rim a little bit. Because with that momentum, you swing, you go too fast. the momentum taking your feet be in the air,
Yeah,
your
you
head
fall
be
right
on
on
the
your
ground.
head.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Exactly. So he stood on there, not even long. Boom, tech. And everybody like, yo, come on. Even other team be like, it's a dumb call when other team be like, yo, they throw their hands up
Yeah.
and all
Like,
be
come on.
smirking
Like,
and
keep the
shit talking
game
about.
going. Keep the game going.
Yeah, exactly. Like like it was no harm done to nobody. He wasn't no showboating. The more honestly it was safety, and then the other guy was still around the rim.
That's
Underneath
what I'm
you
saying.
can't really see under there like that.
Sometimes you need to hold on to the rim because if you let go, you might land on a nigga head.
Embrace yourself.
Yeah. Like you might hurt somebody else
How
and
fast they be
yourself.
running to the rim.
Shit is
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Like you would think.
It should be
It's the
crazy.
difference when you just make a regular dunk. You was already under the rim, you dunk, and then you hang on and then twist it. You know what I mean? Like that's a whole different story. But he didn't even yell. He didn't really do nothing. It was one of he lifted his legs up and held on maybe 2 seconds. But it was like, yo, come on, like where we at with this
It's crazy.
penalties? Like,
It's crazy where we've gone with sports where now players, star players, people that you're paying your good money to go see, might go try to go see Braun or try to go see KD or try to go see Curry or somebody, and they taking a load management
yeah,
day.
whoever it is,
Load management. You tired, nigga? What you mean? This
right?
is crazy.
I think it, I mean,
Y'all fine. In the early 2000s, y'all fined Iverson
I'm about
for
to.
not going to
Yo,
practice.
my guy, I'm about to
Y'all
sound
niggas ain't going to
philosophical shit.
games, bro.
I'm about to sound philosophical
Like
right now.
what?
Honestly, it just starts with the culture within the NBA because I think there's a lot like in the mid 2010s, right? We had this shift of where it was a player centric culture. You know what I mean? When you think of a basketball team, you're not thinking of like, oh, the Indiana Pacers are my favorite team. It's like, no, I like X player. So that's why it's the LeBron James. I call it not even the LeBron James effect. Honestly, it started probably with even Michael Jordan because
Michael
he was
Jordan
just
effect.
so much larger than what the Chicago Bulls were, right? So you're just a fan of Michael Jordan de facto. So whatever, you're a Chicago Bull fan now. And I think that from there has just kind of moved that that's what the NBA, wherever LeBron went, that's who everybody was a fan of. You know what I mean? So it's just, with that,
Yeah.
it's just, in
So with that being
2010, it was
said,
LeBron player centric.
the overruled thumb is money.
Yeah.
I said, with that being said, the overruled
Yeah.
thumb is just money.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Bro,
That's
that's
all
it.
that
Like
matters. However they can multiply and expand that dollar, that's what they're going to do. Whatever it takes to get that next dollar or expand and multiply that dollar.
absolutely, and they try to save every dollar they can, and it's like, and it's at the detriment to the consumer. It's at the detriment to us. Like we the viewers, we pay for the cable packages, the fucking
And to the product.
But
And
I
to the
mean,
and to the
product.
product. It's detrimental to
and he's one of
everything.
my favorite players right now too.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards was talking about. He said, "I'm not going to take a game off. There's somebody that's paying for a ticket that can't really afford it." And that's why he's one of my favorite players right now.
Yeah, that's what Kobe
And
used to
he's
say.
a hooper, and
Yo.
he's a second coming of baby Michael Jordan. That's his kid. That's
Bro.
Yeah, I want to
they
see
got it to the DNA test, bro.
him
I'm telling
live.
you,
That's my next
because
live
you don't do
game.
she be doing some crazy shit.
Nah, he is nice. He is nice.
Nah, he's nice, man, and young, and he's a baller. He not
Yeah,
about
that's
that
big.
bullshit.
That's
If
big.
it's
He's
time
not
to
about
lace
that
him up,
bullshit.
he laces him up. If we on the court, we
None of
balling. It
this.
ain't no
Right.
this, no that. In the media, no bullshit. I'm telling you straight how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to me funky, because if you do, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
give you something funky. You know what I mean? So I
Jimmy
like
Butler's
that. I
like
like
that
that
too.
about him. Even Shaq be raving about him. But
Jimmy
no,
Butler.
sometimes it's just people's mentality. You can see what they feel. You can see that they hungry. They want to go get it. They not about the stars or the publicity, whatever. They really there just to play basketball. Fans is like somebody that gets shamed a lot about that is like KD. Just because he's a superstar that good, everybody expect him to be media people, media like be like LeBron, be in front of. If a person just don't like the cameras or being social,
That's his
that's just
prerogative.
who he is. Not every superstar
Remember
or
Marshawn
every
Lynch? I'm just here
great.
so I don't get fined.
I think that should be perfectly
I'm just here so I
acceptable.
don't get fined.
Exactly, and it
I
was.
really,
He found that loophole.
I
Yep.
really
He kept
believe.
getting fined, but he had to talk to somebody and say, "Yo,
I
how can
want to
I
ask
get
you guys this
around
question.
this?"
I want to get your thoughts on this. How can you develop some sort of guidelines for reporters. I mean, because we're in this new
The
age of media
reporters.
where
Yeah,
we're
we
making a
talked about
podcast
that.
right now. Who the fuck are we, right? I don't know. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know your credentials, Justo. But you know what I mean.
I ain't Skip Bayless.
Right, and I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like I batted 200 in high school. It's like I ain't shit. It's just, you know.
But I hear what you mean. Like you saying, like, what is the guidelines or rules, or what is the max, or
Exactly.
to the
What do
types of
we?
questions, or the time
Because
frame of questions? Where's the
Yeah,
it's
because if
got
the
they
to
ask me
limit,
a
or what
question
is
that
the
be at the
goes
end
for
of the
me to get
line
day.
for the?
like,
That's the biggest thing that I
yeah,
always
you
think
can't
of.
ask me some kind of disrespectful ass
Right. That's the
question
biggest
and
thing I
just
always think
expect me
of at
to
the end
answer
of the
or
day.
politically correct. Like,
But then again, the reporter goes, "What's disrespectful?" You know, like it plays the devil advocate. The reporter go like, "Well, I didn't feel like that was disrespectful. I felt like this was
nah,
the perfect time for that question."
these motherfuckers they be knowing. They'll ask you a question like, so as the clock is ticking down and you see you have damn near no time left, what was going through your mind as you chucked the ball from half court? What was going through my mind? You about to lose, you stupid motherfucker. Like, what do you mean, bro? I want to punch you in your face right now. What are you talking about? What was going through my mind, bro?
Not even
Like,
you. You don't even want to punch him in the face. You want
They
to punch him in
also
the
ask these
throat.
questions
yeah,
that
like, how dare you ask me this fucking
they
question,
ask the
bro?
questions that are just so like leading
Yeah.
because they're trying to write a certain piece of story or whatever.
They want you though, but they want you to get riled up because that's
Yeah.
entertainment. That's numbers for them.
How did,
Now it's everybody gonna be following you
how'd you
because they
feel when you
know
got
you're gonna
fouled
get
out?
Right.
The fuck,
some
nigga?
good.
How'd you feel when you got your
How'd you feel when
six?
Draymond Green choked you from behind?
Oh,
Like,
How
God.
that felt?
I couldn't breathe. Nigga.
Shit.
Listen, what were you thinking? What were you thinking when you threw that pass, that interception?
Like, I thought I
Oops.
had it. That's why I threw it, motherfucker. Like, I thought I had it. But clearly,
You mean to tell me you thought I meant
clearly,
to throw it to the other team?
clearly, I was wrong. I ain't see the
Hey,
motherfucker. Clearly, nigga. Or maybe did
we
you
need
Yo,
see?
another
Did you see when
team.
they hit me as I let it go?
We got a
Like, what the
7-6
fuck?
ball game over here. Niners are
Oh,
out.
ain't he about to
Yep.
kick a field
We
goal?
got
Did he
10
miss
seconds
that
left. We're
field
about to
goal?
kick a field goal right now.
Jake Moody,
oh,
he's on the hot seat right now. It's raining. No
We
wind,
got
but it's
this.
raining.
Ice in his
Maybe a
veins.
little wind.
ice in his
Yeah,
veins.
Ice in his
timeout.
veins.
Hope it ain't no ice in his feet.
Yeah, right.
Nah, where they at?
He needs
San
some
Francisco a
stones in
little
there.
warm. It ain't that warm,
In
but it's
that boot.
warm. I'm over here watching
They
a
winning?
Duke game.
Yo, Rick, tell me
Man,
something about college
They
basketball.
playing
I'm trying to win some
Pittsburgh.
money on some college basketball, bro.
yeah. What's
I
up? I need
haven't
to back for
started.
some
I
bets.
haven't started. I haven't gotten heavy. Haven't got heavy with it. But yo, Connie Seton Hall
Who?
is something to fuck with, baby. Seton Hall is something to fuck with.
They look good. Yeah.
Rutgers. Watch out for Rutgers. I think it's this year or next year. They got the top. They got top number 10 prospects going to Rutgers this
From
year or the
where?
fall. I'm not sure. And then, I don't know. Yo, listen to me. They got one person that's top 3 recruit in whole high school.
I don't have a
And
laptop.
then
I
another
don't
one,
remember that.
they got another one. They got another one within top 10. I'm telling you, Rutgers about to be crazy. I don't know why he picked Rutgers. I don't know what it is. Maybe the hoes, the ladies, the
I
food.
saw you.
You
I
know, New
saw
Brunswick area.
UConn.
You go to
UConn looked pretty
everything.
good. I was watching the
Oh,
game.
I see. It says that Rutgers signed 7 4-star prospects
How many five?
at the end of the year.
I
Them
told you,
practices
I don't
are
son.
see any.
crazy.
It just says 7 4-stars.
Them practices are gonna be crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's
What do y'all think of
wild.
the transfer portal?
Oh, they got a 5-star there.
I'll be honest. I truly don't understand it
I
yet.
don't either. What I do know is that
I
motherfuckers
know.
thought
And then you
Colorado
get to
was
go
gonna
to
be the
another
shit
school. Like,
with Dion, and then them motherfuckers ain't
That's gonna be
live
America's
up to
team
the
so
hype.
hard. Wait, yo, don't let them get good, bro. That's gonna be America's team.
That's a curse to be called America's team. They're gonna end up just like them Cowboys.
But like in a good way. They want Dion to win. You a hater if you don't want Dion to win, bro. Come on.
Now I want Dion
Right.
to win.
No,
I
that's
hope
what I
he
mean,
do
like-
win. He need to
Right.
fucking
That's
win.
what I mean though. Like
let's go.
If you're like, oh, fuck Colorado. Really, bro? Why you don't want Uncle Dion to win?
Nah, like I want him. I want Coach Prime to
Right.
win, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
We
I need
all
that to
do.
happen.
Everybody does. But you know he's got
Yeah,
some
that's
haters
so
though.
unfortunate too. I have a friend. I have a friend
And
that
we
he's a
all know,
Colorado fan. I'm
and
like,
we all know
I
who the
wasn't
haters
expecting.
are.
He's like, nah, bro, I'm behind it.
We all know
I
who
was
the
like,
haters are.
That's mad funny, bro. I mean, you gotta have haters, man. If they ain't no haters, then you ain't doing the right thing, man. So that's good. You gotta have some haters.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, you gotta have some
Without a
haters, man.
doubt.
You know, like actually, shout out to the fucking haters, man. Let's give them a fucking clap. Let's give
You
them a
gotta give
fucking
it to
clap.
him.
Fucking shout out to the fucking haters, man. Fucking dweebs. Fucking dweebs. Oh man, fellas. We talked about some good things today, bro. We talked about some good stuff. We started off with some deep shit with the suicide prevention. Actually, another time, like, just for the people who's listening, like, just drop it again, just so they can hear it. Like, you know what I mean? Plug the suicide prevention thing. I want them to
Oh,
know whatever
yeah.
it is. Like, let them know again before
Yep.
we head out.
So this is again Bats for Baretto Suicide Foundation. You can find us on Instagram at Bats for Baretto. We are building a website right now, so once we get done with that, then we'll publish it and whatnot. But definitely follow us on Instagram and be on the lookout for updates for our second annual tournament. What our foundation is just simply connecting people and resources to, to each other and realizing that there's a community, that there's love. You know what I mean? The foundation itself is for my best friend that committed suicide in 2019. And, we started this foundation just to be able to connect and
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
create something and
Don't be scared,
and it comes from all of us from such a genuine place that we do it, and we get to just again connect and love. And half the people don't even play softball, but that's not
You
even
never
what it's
know what
about. It's just to go out there and just have fun.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
never
hey,
know what a smile could do. You never know what a
Absolutely.
conversation
We
could do.
raised this past
You
Absolutely,
year.
never
We
man.
know
raised
what a wink
$9,000,
or
and
anything.
all of that went towards our. I'm sorry. $3,000 went towards the Monroe County Suicide Prevention Coalition, and we have another $2,000 scholarship being made right now for junior firemen in the Monroe County, Pennsylvania area that we're working out right now.
Man.
So
That's dope. That's dope.
we're trying to do good things. Just shout out to Amy Konitsky because she's really the driving force behind it. Her husband Jimmy Konitsky, if you guys they're probably going to listen to this, so they're really the driving force behind this. You know what I mean? I'm just along for the ride and just so grateful for it all.
Let's give them a hand clap.
Yeah, let's get them some. Let's get them. Let's get them some love. Let's get them some love. Hold on. Let's. Yeah, let's get them some love, man. Because we need more people like that, man. That's great. Bats for Baretto, man. Like, go check that out. Social media. Like, if you're able to hit up, if you know anybody that needs any help, please do not hesitate to share that resource with them.
If you need help,
if you need help, please do not hesitate to utilize that resource. Don't think that anybody's gonna look down on you. Don't think that anybody's gonna look at you any kind of way. It's there to be used.
That's what it's here for.
It's there to be used.
That's why it's here.
It's there to be used. And thank God for people like you guys, man, who are organizing these events and organizing these things to help these people. We need more people like that care about others enough to actually take the time out of their lives. Because we're all busy, but when people actually take the time out of their lives for other people, that's how you prevent these things. You know, when people know that you actually care, that's how you prevent these things. You know what I mean? It ain't about money. It ain't about none of that. It's just about love, man. Just give it like a hug. A hug could save somebody's life, bro. Just something like that, man.
It goes a long way.
Absolutely.
A conversation goes a long way.
Absolutely.
You never know the impact you make on the next person. That's why you always just try to be positive, be happy. You never know what the next person going through.
And that's, you never know. I mean, and
you never know what you may be going through
right
one
now
day.
too was the person who the foundation is for. He cared. And it just
I can be walking out of
oozes
Walmart.
and it radiates, and
you can be walking in Walmart.
And that's just something that we try to copy and emulate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad.
I can just tell you got some nice shoes. That might have changed your whole perspective of what you're going through. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You never know
man.
what
Like,
you can't take nothing for granted. You can't. My thing is never be surprised, and then I mean that as in, don't take it for granted or never think you know.
Yeah.
Cause you
Never know.
never know, like, or you always hear those people like, yeah, I know. If you knew, then you would never done it.
Yeah,
If you knew, I wouldn't have to be saying it. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, we don't always know what we think we know.
it's people's own
Sometimes,
parents that don't. Your
and
parents don't
sometimes they
know.
can
Your
get
wife
ahead of
don't
us.
know.
God knows.
Your kids don't know. Like God knows,
God
though.
knows.
God knows. You know what I mean? And
You know?
and if you feel like you have nobody else, God always gonna be there for you. Always. So
Talk to him.
always. I mean, if it's late night and you don't have a phone, your phone's dead. You don't have social media. You can't get to bats for Baretto for some reason. You got God. Talk to God, man. Pray on it. Pray on it till you can get to that.
Hey,
To
you got
these people and they
Take
can
a
988
help you
walk,
too.
in
breathe,
person.
meditate.
That is that is a
988,
free
man.
line
God,
that
like
is available to
whatever
you.
you
That has somebody ready
whatever
and
help you
dedicated to you
need,
to
man.
talk to you if you are feeling heightened in your feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you feel a bit escalated,
988.
definitely utilize those resources, man. I'm glad I was able to have you guys on today, man. It was definitely a pleasure meeting you, Hamlet, man. I'm glad.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm
Thank you.
glad Ricky brought you through, man. I'm glad you took the time out of your day, especially because we got this valuable resource from you, man. Hope to have you guys on again soon, man. Like, oh, and actually, you guys, Ricky was telling me that you guys were thinking about starting your own podcast too.
Yes.
Yeah, man. We could talk about that, man. I want to be able to help you guys with that. Get you guys
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
started up, man.
that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
get you
dope,
guys started
man.
up, man. That'd be dope, man. But until next time, everybody. It's your boy Justo, man. Nobody's favorite podcast. Again, peace.